So here we are. Welcome again, everybody, to Iwan Simonis's Ride the Nine tour. I'm a little bit more nervous today than usual. We've had quite a cluster of things happen this Hallows Eve day. But the first thing I wanted to do was say that November 1st, we are 13 years strong. I started this 13 years ago. One of the first people that I met was Melissa Little and Guyam Kim for challenge match over at Boston Billiards. And then I went to a WPBA event where I met the Kelly Fisher, who is on screen now. And I just wanted to go over a couple of things. Paper points. If we had full fields, it's going to be a really big surprise at the end. We didn't get a full field this time. I know we had to change some things around, but there's still opportunity to get into the next one. I know that a lot of people are out with the children, with family, dressing up in costumes and having fun with maybe a glass of bourbon. I'm here with my water and the screen and Kelly Fisher. So that makes up for anything. Okay. So we have our lineup today as Alex Bausch, who's officially sponsored by Ride the Nine Tour. And then we have Ryan, Bob Molino, Nathan, Bob Dargis, and Derek. I believe it's pronounced Klauser, if I'm not mistaken. So a big shout out to Ivan Lee, of Iwan Simonis, well over 333 years strong. Aramis, okay, that's how I roll. Narragansett, Bill Cody Services, Massey Apparel, my personal Q sponsor, it's Tony Russell, as well as Marty Carey Jump Cues, okay, the Omega, the Alpha of Billiards, Omega. Diamond Billiard Products Incorporated. We all know who Diamond Tables are. Kamui, Acme, and Bulletproof Brake Tips. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Also, Charles, the inventor Lakey, our tour ambassador. Cannot forget him, and we want to thank him greatly. So before we actually start, Alex is sitting in the waiting room very patiently. I hope everybody's read the rules too. I noticed I have some 80s hair going on here. Hold on. Okay. So what I wanted to do was bring in Kelly and talk about Kelly since the last time I've seen her in 2007. So it's been just a wee bit of a time. And I remember her because she was sponsored by RT9 Apparel. So we'll send a shout out that way. And that's Linda Palt of Ride the Nine apparel, and that was going way back in 2007. I started my tour. I was inspired and started my tour July, so August, September, October, 3 months later. So it wasn't that long. So let's introduce Kelly Fisher. So Kelly, first and foremost, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're going to be talking about Kelly's sponsors. As you all know, you've seen her name here with a big W here, cashing here, East versus West, you name it. She's been all around. So we're going to talk a little bit about her wins. I want to know a little bit more about Kelly and what she's doing, what she's going to be doing. And then we're going to talk about tour for a few minutes. And then we're just going to go into Alex Bausch and get on with our first match. So Kelly, feel free. Please take the stage.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine. I'm all the way here in Scotland. So it's a pleasure to join you guys and to say hello again, although we may not have done that for 13 years, I believe, right?
It's going on 13 years. Yeah.
Wow,
Actually, it was
that's amazing.
August 31st, I believe. Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Amazing.
I know, isn't it just? So yeah,
Whoa.
I'm really pleased what you've done with the tour, and I think
Thank
it's
you.
fantastic. Supporting, the amateur player and the junior players. It's so important for our sport, and it's what I really like to work with and to help in any way. So I think I have to applaud the likes of yourself and other organisers and tournament directors and tour hosts for doing such things to bring the up and coming players through to hopefully make some new top players and professionals. So I think it's fantastic.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. And that's one of the things that Kelly and I had touched with really quickly is I would love to do a pro event. Would I know how to commentate it properly? Probably not. I know how I would play things, but you know, to get to where Kelly is, you're going to have to become a junior. You're going to have to become an amateur. You're not born a professional. So that's why I like to work a lot with the amateur events because I feel as though it's kind of in the middle, like it's that middle spot between where you're starting, with the juniors, and hopefully where you end up with, Kelly and Allie and all the greats. I mean, going even back to like Gene. So thank you so much, Kelly, for that. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
So and thank you for giving a shout out to other tournament directors and giving them, that shout out because some of them say, oh well, Kelly's with Gloria, and it's not like that. It's Kelly supporting the sport in general, and that's what she's about. So can you tell us a little bit about your sponsors at this point, 13 years later?
Yeah, well, I mean, back in 13 years ago, I was sponsored by Fury also. I think it's been a total now with them of 15 years coming up.
Wow.
So it's been a long relationship and a great relationship. A long road. There's been some ups and downs, and they've stuck with me, and I've stuck with them. So we've had a great sponsorship, and of course, very grateful to them. Without sponsors, it's a tough industry.
It is.
We're not golf, we're not tennis, and I'd love
Mm-hmm.
to see our sport grow to be financially rewarding, like such as golf and tennis. But at the moment, unfortunately, we're not. So again, thanks to such sponsors that actually keep tours and players going. So yeah, Fury have been fantastic. My other sponsor, I've been with them now for 4 years, and they're both, even Fury is a Chinese base, and Jingshui, they're a table company. They're growing fast, and yeah, they're quite big in China and coming across international now. So they're a great company as well, very kind people, and we've got a good relationship. And this is coming into our 4th year. So
Wow, year
yeah, it's
four. And I'm not,
I've,
I apologize. I've not heard of them, but thank you for giving us a heads up about them. Here Diamond is very popular. And then we have Rassen over in another part. And what is the name of it again?
Xingzhui. It's basically, you've heard of star tables probably,
Yes.
which is Xing Pai. Well, this is Xingzhui.
Okay,
So
I have not heard of
yeah,
it. All right.
yeah. No,
Okay.
they're quite a new company and growing. When I started with them, they really hadn't even expanded it out in the China market so much, and now they really have. And they're over in mainly Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand. They're everywhere. South Africa, the recent tournament I just did virtually, they've got Jingshui tables all out there. So they're growing, and they're, like I said, a great company, a great table. They do Chinese 8-ball tables, they do snooker tables, they do 9-ball tables, and I think they're a great company. I've been very happy with working with them, and very thankful for their support too. And I hope they grow into being such as Diamond, Brunswick, and etc. Because they deserve that. As do Diamond and Brunswick, etc. So
Thank you, and
yeah,
we're looking forward actually to having some more. You can never have enough, right? You can never have enough.
that's right.
Diversity is important. It
Well,
really really is.
that's right. If we look at Rassen, I remember being in China, going back, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, something
Yeah.
like that, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And Rassen weren't very popular at all. I mean, they're China based also. And I remember seeing the brand at the Billiard Expo and never hearing of them either. But now they've broken into the international market, and
Yes.
now we all know and love their brand. So yeah, I think it's important. Like any sport, even actually on the table, players, you're always going to have players coming through, new players growing, and taking over the old, if you like, and
Right.
giving a challenge to the top professionals, if you like, or even top amateurs. You're always going to have new blood, And I think it's same with products. I think there's going to be another company come out with another great product that's going to challenge the ones that we already know and love. So I think it's all good, and that's what we need in our sport is competitiveness across the board, whether it be playing or
Right.
equipment.
Right. And that's the whole thing. I mean, we look at
Yeah,
like we look at because I personally I'm of course a diamond girl. Um
yeah.
not just, not just diamond rings, but the diamond table. Um
Yeah, no, I love them too. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
do.
but it's always there's all like you said, there's always room because not everybody likes the same thing. I mean, if we
That's
even
right.
I don't want to like, give these little plugs, but some people like Coke, some people like Pepsi, some people like RC.
Exactly.
I don't like any
You
of
need
them.
competition. Yeah. Well,
I'm
you
a
need
water girl.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in anything, we need competition, right? Whether it be playing the sport or whether it be in the business side. So I think it's all good. And like I say, for me personally, they've been great. They've took care of me, and through this COVID and everything,
Right.
they've stuck by my side. And I know many companies are struggling a little bit. Of course, aren't we all?
Yep.
So I've been very fortunate that both of them have stuck by me, and as I have with them over the years. So it's been a great relationship. So I'm really thankful.
Good, good. Well, I'm happy to hear that, and I'm happy to hear that you have great rapport and longevity with these companies,
Yeah.
because you absolutely deserve it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I also see the name Kelly Fisher here, and Kelly Fisher there, and this has been pretty recent. It seems as though Kelly's kind of come in, and I remember when I saw. And I still and I respect all the women who have paved the way. I'm going to say that right now. But I remember when I saw Allie and Karen, and I remember when I was seeing Guy Young for a while and Chao Ting, and now here comes Kelly. So tell us a little bit about what you've done and what you've been playing in and some recent wins. I know that I've seen a whole bunch of that. So
Well, I mean, it was, as you possibly already know, many years ago, well, it was 2013, I think, I won the World Championships at 9 ball, and 2012 won the 10 ball. I might be 11 and 12, actually, not 12 and 13. But yeah, and, I had a big gap where I didn't win another World Championships, and I was gunning for it every year, every year, every year. And the new blood, like I was already talking about, was coming through. Some
uh-huh.
great players, new players, Chinese players, young girls, a lot younger than me. And all of a sudden, I started becoming the older one in the bunch. But I continued playing and stuck with it, and I love the game. And I still had that dream, that goal to win another World Championship. And then in December last year, out the blue, really, I managed to win the World Ladies 9 ball Championship. So
There you go.
that was for me meant more than anything. Probably it stood out more than any other win in many ways. One, because I'm older. Two, I'm over 40 now, and it's nice to know that you can still win. And even though I didn't doubt myself too much, but you can't help but think, will I win another one before I retire, kind of thing. So, there's players at 18, 17 breaking and running left, right, and center
Yeah.
over in Asia and all over the world, as we know, even Europe, America, wherever. So I knew, that I know I'm getting older. So it was the meaning of that World Championships really meant a lot to me. It showed me that, I've still got it in me, and I've still got a few years left before I have to think about retiring anyway. So that was the biggest thing, was December last year. And then, of course, looking forward to hopefully fantastic going off that win 2020. And I had 4 flights all booked. I was going teaching in Sweden. I was going to America for 2 events for the Super Billiard Expo. I was going to Asia for an event. Everything was booked, all ready to go. And then, of course, we all know, and it's affected all of our lives,
Yeah.
the lockdown, COVID happened. So since my win in December, and I'm not by any means feeling sorry for myself, but since my win in December, I've not played in any real events since, apart from virtual events.
which is
Um,
which is the safe way to go and the smart way to
that's
go.
right,
Yeah,
of course, yeah,
especially
and
people who have families, young children, elderly people. Really very
that's
important. People
right.
don't take this very seriously, and I do.
That's right. I do completely. That's
Yeah.
right. You know, it was very important to do what the guidelines the government say. And I'm here in the UK, and we, you know, I could have traveled to America. I'm a dual citizen, but I was advised not to travel, and so I listened to them anyway. And I thought, okay, well, I'm here now, and you know, my family's here, so I didn't want to go anywhere anyway, as especially with this terrible virus, of course.
Yeah.
So we come up with some ideas of doing some virtual events, and all of a sudden, the WPBA um, started doing a sequence of events, and then One Sport TV, which are based in Spain. That's the organizers. That was my first event I played in. I played a challenge match against Margaret Flavlova, and you know, that's where it began. And then the WPBA had tournaments. Then we had Tournament of Champions, and then I've played in the Cue It Up Cup twice, and then I've played in a South African event, you know, and I've really, really enjoyed it. I mean, I think I'd have gone crazy, stir crazy, if I'd not had these virtual events, nothing to practice for, nothing. It's hard. I've been playing for, you know, a lot, 30 years, and it's hard to just keep practicing when you've no events. But this has gave me a goal, well, gave me a practice goal, and you
Opportunity.
know,
Yeah.
an opportunity to keep playing,
Right.
and really keep myself on social media, and keep the challenge out there, and you know, trying to win some events. So I've won a few and enjoyed playing in some, lost some, but you know, I've done quite well overall.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know, your name is plastered all over. And I was looking through some of my stuff. Like every year, I look through the that my signed paperwork, and I'm like, oh, wow, how I only wish. And I was thinking about doing like some type of like a Queen of the Hill event or something like that. Maybe just putting somebody out there, you know, maybe another like a like Predator did with like all women's event. Um,
Mhm.
that's something that I'm looking into.
That'd
Um,
be great.
yeah, yeah, and I like I said, I pretty much do the amateur events, but I wouldn't mind at least trying my hand at doing some type of professional events, and
Absolutely,
you
Gloria. Come
know
on, let's do it.
that
And we'll,
if you're
I'll
in
help
Kelly,
you.
if you're in, I'm down for it. I'm ready.
I'll help
I'm
you.
ready to
I'll
go.
help you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
that'd be
right,
great.
all right. Everybody heard
And
that. This is
yeah,
live. Okay, this is live TV right
yeah.
here.
There's
um,
nothing stopping us doing both. You know, I mean, I think it's great having an amateur event, but maybe you could do the, I'm maybe putting too much work out here, but doing an amateur and a pro event
A pro-am,
simultaneously.
sure.
Yeah,
I would love that. I'd love to have the amateurs here, the pros here, and then let's just a little clash going on there, huh? And
yeah,
let's
yeah,
see who
exactly.
prevails. You
Let's
know,
do
let's
something.
see.
I'll help if I can.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any before we go forward to Alex? Do you have any advice? Um, in your own way or your own, I don't want to say struggle, but your own journey to becoming a professional and where you are now, and congratulations on that title in 2018, and excuse me, the years have not been
Oh, I know, right?
2019, yeah,
Thank you.
since last year. I don't even know what
Yeah,
month it is sometimes. I'm just
me
so
too. Me
so
too, really.
scattered. um do you have any advice, you know, because I'm all about dedication, you know,
Mhm.
persistence, and you know, just making sure that you're always dedicated. Melissa Little is another one that's all about that, you know, like play it
That's right.
safe, like
Yeah.
play it smart, you know. Do you
Yeah.
have any advice or anything that you may have had a struggle with along the way that you would like to give to the amateurs that may help them out? Because that's really what, you know, we all need.
Of
Some of
course.
us are
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
verge of, you know, open to pro, but need just that little bit, and it just clicks. And if it's just helping one or two people, I would love it.
Yeah. Well, basically, I think first of all, you've got to love the game, which I know most all of you out there that are playing really do love and have a passion for the game. I think that's the most important beginning starting point. And then after that, really is like you said, Gloria, it's dedication. You know, it takes a lot of practice. I mean, I remember in 2004 coming over to America, coming from playing snooker, never played nine ball before. And I had to learn the break. I had to learn how to jump. I had to learn how to bank because we didn't do that in snooker. And, I watched DVDs. Back then it was DVDs. Now it'd be online. But I watched DVDs and, had a pen and paper and made notes and rewound them and watched over and over again, and then practiced for hour after hour. Stopped the next day, okay, come back again. And, and then just, you've got to have a lot of dedication to improve on every area of the game. I think, as an amateur, you've got to make sure that your fundamentals are good. That's the first basis as far as technique. And if your technique's good, then you can really work on the areas of the game and really work on improving your safety play, your defense, your attack, your shot making, your everything else that part of the game. So from there, really, the only other thing is there's two things that nobody can give you, and one is experience. Anybody can go out there and play in a pro event and be at that level, but why do you see certain players winning? When you get to top level, it's often that they're all about even speed, but why you see the same players winning often is because it's about the nerves under pressure, the confidence, the inner confidence, and the drive and the passion for the game. So I think that's something that you have to learn as you play, as you play in big events. Learn how to deal with pressure. Learn how to in front of an audience, not let that bother you, and stay focused, stay confident, things like that. And that's something that nobody can teach you as such. You need to go out there, play in as many events as you can, gain the experience that you need, and learn how to win, basically. But there's one thing that my dad always taught me. He was a boxer, and he always used to say, you win your fights in the gym. So in other words, you've got to practice a lot, and then you can bring it out in matches. So the more you practice, the more your game can come out in the tournaments, and the more tournaments you play, the more experience you gain. And therefore that is the only way I feel that can increase your level bit by bit until you become at the pro level or whatever level you're trying to achieve.
Great. Well, thank you, because even like as a tournament or tour director with me, I remember I had absolutely nothing, no sponsors, no title under my belt, absolutely nothing. And I was, like I said, inspired. And people said, "You're going to run a tour?" And I said, "Yes." Like, I don't care. Dream big, fail. It's okay.
That's right.
Just keep going. Just keep getting up. Just keep moving.
That's right.
And now, 13 years later, I've had Simonis for 8 years,
Great.
and I was inducted into one of the Hall of Fames here in Rhode Island, just for doing what I do for the sport,
That's excellent. That's fantastic,
and
Gloria.
thank you. It's not me bragging about myself. It's just saying that if you really want it, you have a passion for it, you have the drive, you have the determination, that all you have to do is focus. There are so many players. There's another thing that I've noticed too before I move on. And by the way, you said, "Oh no, now it's online," but before it was VHS. I'm going back to I'm going back to VHS. I'm not going back to DVDs, Kelly. So you're probably I'm a little bit older than you. I'm just gonna roll with that. A lot of players, they practice what they're comfortable with and what they're good
That's
at,
right.
because it's
That's
like the ego. No, it's like what you need to work on. Practice it, study it, examine it. I always say, video yourself. Even if you do it privately, video yourself. Notice what you're doing. Notice if your hand's coming in. I know I have a habit of being a Jill in the box. Like, I just pop up on my shot. My hand goes in. My fundamentals, I'm just not, I'm not straight. And that is the key, because if you're consistently practicing poor, you're going to get poor results. So
if you practice bad habits, then you're going to certainly get better at them bad habits, as opposed. But there's one thing as well, my dad as well taught me, and basically, to be a champion or to be a winner or to be whatever you want yourself to be, you have to be a good loser. You have to learn how to lose. And whether that be in anything in life, I think you have to accept and learn how to lose in order to achieve and win what you want to win, whether it be business or whether it be sport. So I think, you need to learn to be a good loser and learn from your losses, learn where you need to improve and work on that more than anything, as opposed to, like you just said, working on comfortable things.
Yes, yes. And I don't mean to bring the personal stuff in here, but my father has fallen, I think, 3 times in the last 5 days. So we
Oh,
have
bless
like
them.
some family stuff going on as well. And I was going to have to postpone this again. But instead I said, you know what? I don't have a full field, but I'm just going to go for it anyway. It's okay. I'm going to do it. And then if this tournament turns out wonderful, it turns out wonderful. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I already have another one lined up, and I'm just going to continue from there.
That's
And that's
right.
what you have
That's
to do.
right.
You have to really say, you know what? It's not even considered failure. I don't really like the word failure, to be honest. You know,
It's not, no, there's no
it's
such
it's
word as,
it's it's learning, and
yeah,
it's tweaking, and who would have thought that if you asked me so many years ago if I thought that I'd be sitting here with Melissa Little, or if Ivan and I would be talking, or I would be sponsored by Simonis, there's not a chance. Would you be talking to Kelly Fisher on a live stream? I would say, what are you drinking or smoking, or like, what? Seriously? Like, I would never thought it. And then I said to myself, why think that way? Because if you think it starts on a mental plane, everything starts on a mental plane, whether you think you can or you can't. And I thought to myself, why not? What's the worst that you're gonna hear? If I message Kelly like I did, I said, "What's the worst you're gonna hear?" Sorry, Gloria. In a Scottish accent. Sorry, Gloria. And where am I? I'm in the same place I was before, right? So we just have to keep trying,
that's right.
and doing the best that we can. I think that before Alex is in the waiting room. Thank you, Kelly, for these wise words. We have a lot of people thanking you out here as well, as a slew of them, all happy that you're on here. Ryan, Ronald, everybody, thank you so much.
That's good.
Yep, Kelly's, you know,
Hi to everybody.
she's
Yeah.
sending her love that way. So she's going to actually teach me a little bit about commentating right now on a more professional level.
Oh,
So
try.
I've brought in Alex Bausch. Like I said, he's sponsored by our tour. I've sponsored from uh, open down to actually C players, because I want the C players to know that there's always going to be a stepping stone there for you, and I want to be part of that. So we're going to bring in Alex, and I hope I just didn't make Alex nervous. And just to go over the way that things are with Kelly, it's 1 point for every ball, 2 points for the 9 ball, and then and if you break and you do not take ball in hand, and you legally pocket the next ball, you get an extra 3 points. You don't have to even run out the rack. Everybody's like, oh, make them run out the rack. For me, that's more of a professional type thing. These are amateur players that we're working with, working their way right up there. And so you get an extra 3 points. If you scratch, 1 point is deducted for every scratch. The first scratch, 1 point goes down. But we're really looking, I just wanted to give her a quick overall, but I'm looking really at the way that she's thinking, because this is so important. People try to hold the ball here when you really can't. Use some inside English instead. And I really want to hear Kelly. This is the first time I'm probably going to be quiet in a long time, guys. But I really want to hear Kelly delve into it and how she would play it and what she would do. And this is going to give you a $500 lesson here at Ride the Nine Tour from Kelly Fisher. Absolutely $0, because that's what this is about. We're here to build a sport. Okay?
I feel like Alex is going to play perfect pool here. I'm going to have nothing to say, but we'll see.
You've seen Alex then. Well, I'd still love to know. I mean, I can still learn, right? Sure.
Absolutely.
So, and the audience will learn. So, all right, we are good to go. We're going to be bringing in Alex, and I might even go off screen for a second too. Excuse me for one moment. All right, and there is Alex. I don't know if Alex can hear us. There he is, Alex, Kelly, Alex. He's wearing
Hey,
a
Alex.
tour
How
shirt.
you doing?
Right.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing
Good. How
well.
are you?
I'm doing good. Ready to go.
All right. He's like, oh God, it's been a while.
He's been waiting. He's been waiting to go.
Patiently. All right. Good
All
luck to
right.
everyone who plays today.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. All right. So Alex usually mutes us, and that way he doesn't hear it. He likes to just get the blinders going.
Am I double clicking on his video, Gloria, so I can see it better? Yeah.
What is that, please?
Do I
Clicking on
double
the
click
video?
it
Can you
so I
see
can
it?
see him?
Yeah,
No, I can.
you should be able to.
1 minute. When I'm double clicking, it's not coming up.
It's not coming up when you double click?
No. It's the first time that's ever happened. 1 minute.
She's double clicking, it's not coming up there.
It's like it's stuck on my name.
Huh.
I'm just going to stop my video and start it again. Oh, there we go. I've got it now.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Got it.
All right.
Right. So
There we go.
I saw the break shot there. It was a nice break from Alex. The cue ball just got away a little bit, so he's had to take ball in hand. And I'm just going for it, Gloria, right? Just sit and chat away.
That's it. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
We're just here to maybe help someone else see what they might not see if I were commentating or may not see what, you know what I mean? So it's coming from you, and now they're going, oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I usually hold this, or I didn't realize to come around 2 bangs. Why wouldn't I? So take the show, please.
I thought that he played a nice shot. I noticed he's left-handed. I was wondering why he had the cue ball where he did, but I realized he's left-handed. So he played a nice shot there on the 3 ball. The shot that he just played there with the 5 was a bit risky, I feel, but that was the only place he had choice of, as the 6 ball didn't go past the 7. So again, another great shot from Alex. Now here you see just on this shot there, obviously he's
a little over.
He's rolled through. Yeah, he's got a little over the 8. And what I would have done there is just made sure I was nowhere near the 8, rolling that ball in a bit slower, or because any side on being to the right side of the 7, it's a natural angle to come around the 2 rails, bottom cushion, bottom rail, left-hand side rail, perfect for the 8. So I would have made sure I certainly just rolled that in quite a lot softer, or even a stop, a kind of stop shot there. But
he's cueing very nice, yeah.
Yeah, he's cueing very nice. He's left himself a bit hampered again, but again, he's making good work of this, really. Now he's just got to focus on the pot, making sure he can make the shot, and then having a shot of the 9. He may draw it back here, always following it through.
Okay.
So there we saw, that the hamper, the fact that he got hampered on that 8 ball there, really impeded his shot. I thought he was going to draw that back, to be honest, the way he was lined up for it. But yeah, it was tough. He'd left himself awkward, but really nice run out up until then, really, to be honest.
Maybe it looked as though he was going to draw because it looked like he was kind of hitting bottom, but his cue is elevated over the ball, so that may have been the reason that it almost looked as though he was going to draw, maybe because he was pointed toward bottom a little bit more.
But the thing there, what you've got to do there when you're elevated over is you've really got to raise the bridge hand higher,
right.
Rather than so the cue isn't going downwards. You really need to raise the bridge, your bridge as high as possible, so you can get the cue as level as possible, especially when you're playing follow.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna any kind of spin on there, and you will miss the shot. Any unwanted spin.
Right.
So again, he breaks well. Cue ball just a little, lost a bit of control on the cue ball. It's back up the table here. But if the 1 ball didn't hit the right side pocket edge, then he would have probably been on the 1 ball. So let's take a look at what he's going to do here. Ball in hand.
And we're going to change that score because it says 8, but there's really 7 because the 9 balls were 2. My scorekeeper does not get any brownie points for that. Okay. So
now you see on this shot here, he has to keep on the left side of the 3 ball here to give him enough angle to just bump off the rail and come out for the 4. the shot on the 2 ball, he could have done with. Oh, it wasn't too bad. The camera angle looked like he had more angle, to be
Angle.
honest with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
so too.
yeah. So no, that's a nice shot. He's got perfect angle, it looks like to me, just to make the 3 ball and bump off the rail for the 4.
Yep. Just come back around just a little bit down here.
Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. So now we can see that the 5 ball, I believe it's the 5 ball, doesn't go into this top left pocket or bottom left pocket, the one closest to us.
Right.
Is that
the 8 ball looks like it's right here in
blocking it?
the, yeah, so he's probably going to play behind. Oh, is he going to opt for a combo?
Surely not. Hopefully not. Because, yeah, he could have really done with just bringing it higher and playing that into the side pocket.
That's what I was thinking, just coming kind of back
Yeah,
around and then there and coming here and then 1-2 banks over there to take the 9 ball in the corner pocket. But let's see what happens. Maybe we're seeing,
yeah.
that angle. Maybe it does go by.
Hard to tell with the virtual. Oh, oh no,
Oh,
no,
you
no.
know what? That might have actually banked if that 8 ball was just a smidgen over. So 2, 3,
Mhm.
4. So 5 points.
But you see, just in that position there, for example,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm thinking there is, I know the 5 doesn't pass, so I have to make sure I get the correct angle on the 4
Nice.
so that I can come up table to get on the 5 ball. So there, I'm going to make the 3. I'm going to bump out and leave myself with more angle on the 4, so I can bump off the left cushion, back across like zigzag, over to the right cushion, and come the other side of the 5 ball to shoot it in either the side or the bottom
Mm-hmm.
left pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So, just there, for example, that's one situation where you have to know that 5 ball doesn't go and plan ahead. But I'm not sure why he played on the 5 ball into that top pocket, into this pocket, if it didn't go. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Maybe he
probably.
thought it went.
Maybe he thought it went. Maybe it's a kind of multifactorial. Maybe he is a little nervous here.
Yeah,
He
of
was
course,
probably
of
in the
course.
waiting room for a little bit. Hearing two women cha 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 cha. So
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if he thought it went, fair enough. But obviously, just for advice for other players, you have to pay very close attention and check all around the table, and plan ahead a little bit, and make sure you know if it goes or not.
he's set to cut for a moment.
Not taking
Oh,
ball
he's
in
not
hand.
taking ball in hand. Okay, so all right. So this is rack number 3.
This
And
is
if he
worth 3
makes this,
points.
yes, he gets 3 points plus the ball that he's potted. Uh, so he knows that he needs to bring some points here.
That's a lovely shot, and I think he's just got away with it there.
Just there. That was a little
Yeah,
dangerous to get into that 8 ball though.
correct. It was a little dangerous. Yeah, I knew that's what he was going to play. I think there you've got to go out and try and make it harder. So you bump the 8. If you do bump the 8, then you can clear it away. So I've just, all I would have done differently there was played it a little harder. That's all. That's all. He played a lovely shot on the 2 ball there. Again, nice speed, making sure the 8 got out of the way.
Yeah.
So
And
the 4 ball, this is hard to see where the 4 ball is, Gloria. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
no, not at all. I was just about to say, I didn't know how he was actually going to come off because there's only that little window. So a few inches here makes it so it's more difficult. You have to take it in the side as opposed to taking it straight up. It's small things like that going from the amateur to the higher level of the open, make a
So
big
just
difference.
same again there, Gloria. Like, for example, I would have never played on the 6 ball like that.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because it's too risky. If you don't get good on it, it's hard to make a combination. And he's doing great, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's shooting fantastic, but that can get you in trouble like it did really there for him. If he'd have missed the bank or missed the combo, then we'd have been talking differently. However, he's shot fantastically there.
Yeah.
Some great recovery shots, and he's done a fantastic out here by the looks of it.
Yes, and this actually gives him a 13
Great.
because of the positive 3 that he has. So let's just throw up a perfect rack there with a nice 13 and flat ball right there. I love the
That
little
was a
graphics.
fantastic shot. That was a fantastic shot he just did there.
Yeah.
Went out there. So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's really.
But again, he just got himself in a bit of trouble, though. I would have definitely made sure that on that 6 ball, I was completely the way. I'm assuming he was playing that, trying to get onto the right side of the table to shoot the 6 in the left corner. So that was it was important. He should have, but he might have played a great out. Fantastic.
Excuse me. So he has a really nice break overall, though.
He does. He does have a nice break. Yeah.
And the thing is with any player, I mean, playing the Ghost has gotten a majority of it's just so aggressive in the way of pool.
We're all going to forget how to play safe.
Well, you could always play safe against yourself, but that's really not much fun because you always like the look on the other person's face.
That's right.
But when you want to actually get up and break and run, it's difficult because now he has to take ball in hand, where if that were his table, he'd have to play, obviously a safe. So I'm looking here, the transition between the 2 and the 3 should be easy, and then the 3.
But you see there, Gloria, though, like, for example, he just rushed it a little bit. He just rushed it a little bit there, but I mean, he's ended up perfect. He's a lovely cue in action, and he hits the ball nice. He really does. This should be straightforward now, really. There's not a lot I can say. Just off the rail for the 6 ball. Oh, wait a minute. See, I thought that was the 8 up here. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's the 6 is where he is, so he's gonna have to have a little bit of an angle, I believe, to come off that. And I'm not really sure if he's just gonna kind of. Oh wait. Now I'm lost. All right, that's the 5 ball. Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah. I know, I'm the same. Sorry, it's difficult with the virtual. Yeah,
my age is showing. I'm not. Yeah.
But you see on that shot there, when he played the 4 into this corner pocket down for the 5, he really should have been on the left side. As I'm looking at the screen, on the left, he should have made the cue ball on the left side, so that it was an easier. See, unlucky, Alex.
This is so unlike Alex too.
But I mean, he just kind of, what happened there was, if he'd have stayed on the left side of the 5 ball, then it's easy for him to get on the 6 ball, because he left himself on the right side, the wrong side, the right side of the 5. When I say wrong side, I mean, ideally wanted to be left on the left side, and he ended up on the right side. He had to come around the angles, and then it left him again on the wrong side of the 6 ball. So that's kind of what happens. If you get on the wrong side of one, it leads you to the wrong side of the next. And before you know it, the rack becomes harder. So that cue ball, just trying to get the correct pattern or trying to get on the right side of balls is the key, really. It's not as easy as it sounds either for anybody.
I'll agree with that.
It's very easy to sit here and talk about it,
It is, because we don't have the pressure, and we also, we're also looking at it like it's almost from like this aerial view. He has a different view, and then what's going through his mind, or what he feels his ability is. This game is really so much up here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's about practice and practice and practice, but if you're thinking one thing here and doing something else here, muscle memory just doesn't follow. It just doesn't. They both have to work in tandem,
That's right. It's very easy to watch a game and say you should do this and should do that, but it's when you're playing, even this virtual pool has surprised many players, different levels. It doesn't matter if you're professional, amateur, or anything. It's surprised many players that once they're going live, the pressure actually does come on. And I think Alex is doing really great. I really do like his style of play. I like his, he takes his time, but also he gets on with it once he's made his decision. So I think, I really like his style. And, I think he's definitely up there in one of the top amateurs, in my opinion. So he's just overran that. And if you look now, Gloria, sorry to talk too much here, but if you look now,
no, not at all.
He had the whole left side of the table to be good, all from the 1.5 diamonds to the left. He had all that side to be good, and he's anywhere but there.
He's
Now
struggling,
maybe you
right?
can. Yeah,
Oh
he had to
wow.
go.
But
Oh wow.
wow, what a try. What do we have for points there?
Three
That was a
points.
great attempt.
It was.
That was a great
Yeah,
attempt.
and you
Yeah,
know, he's got a
yeah,
nice thought process because there's not a lot of people that would come up with, well, I could try this and I could bank it and get that close and still get position
yep.
on your next ball. And then
That's
it's
right.
not just about well, when you're in it, that position itself, you know, you're not really thinking now 3 balls ahead. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It's almost like the Efren Reyes, like he gets up there and goes, I just
Yeah.
have to make this, and he just makes the shot, and he just seems to get position, you know, on the
No,
next shot
I
and the
can tell.
next shot.
I can tell he's a great player. I really can.
Yeah, great
You
potential.
know, that's right. Just for other advice for other players, it's always good to look at an area that you want to be in, whether you make it as a circle, a triangle, or whatever. You know, it's always good to find that area. And one practice routine that I practiced from a very young age, even playing snooker and pool, is I'd get, for example, a piece of paper and cut a circle out, whether it be that big or as big as you like. And my coach would make me place it where I want the cue ball to land for the next shot. And all that does is it makes you think exactly where you need to be for the next shot. Then once you've got that registered, then you can focus on, okay, I need to pot this ball and play with a touch of right spin, middle ball, right spin, and make your decisions on how to make it get there. But it's really important to make a decision where you need to be in an area as opposed to just looking and thinking somewhere there. You know, give yourself a good area, but pinpoint it.
I'm with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
This should just be a stop shot, I think, and then right there into the 3 ball and pull out a little bit. Is that? I'm trying to look. Is that the 5-6 or is that that's 5-6?
That's the 5, big buddy.
Okay, all right. Um, so when I first started, I really didn't have anybody to teach me at all, but I'd always watch. I'd always observe, constantly observe. And I remember when they did what they did, I would take a piece of paper and I would put it on the table and I'd be like, this is where I want to be. So I had this whole nice big area. And then
Yeah.
as I got a little bit better and a little bit better, because I had to quit pool quite a few times in my years, you know, the paper would get smaller until it got to
That's
like
right.
that
That's right.
size.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
And to be quite honest, I didn't start with paper. I started with a really big napkin.
And that's fine too. It doesn't matter. Yeah, me too. You know.
Yeah.
So there, if you watched him there, Alex, he played a lovely, beautiful shot there,
Yes.
and he
Window.
actually put his tip down on the table, and that's exactly where he wanted to be, and that's exactly where he landed. That was beautifully controlled. Really, really was.
This is more the Alex that you actually see. Look at that. See the way the ball. This is such an art. Isn't it such a beautiful art to watch?
It is.
When someone can shoot, it's just beautiful. I like to watch the cue ball move. I like to watch the object ball go. Just the way it falls in the pocket, especially when they're really tight pockets and it's like center and nothing's hit. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that was
Again,
a great shot.
lovely art. Yeah, it's
Yes,
a great
yes.
art.
A lot of people would stop it right there for the 8 ball. A lot of the lower class people, they stop it there for the 8 ball. He followed through and came back to make his distance shorter, which is really nice.
And now it makes a 9 ball an easier shot. Excellent. Well done, Alex.
All right, so he's got a 10 more. Gotta give him the thumbs up. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna be updating the score.
Well
And
done, Alex.
44.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, I don't know if he could hear you.
Yeah, you had a couple of really nice outs there. Just a couple overran where you got yourself in a little bit of trouble. But other than that, I thought you really controlled the cue ball very well, apart from them couple of shots where I think you may have run them all out, had you? So
Yeah.
you've got really nice cue action, and I think you've got a great game. And yeah, I really enjoyed watching you.
Appreciate it, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, it felt like there was always like something 3 through 6 that was tied up somehow that I had to get to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no,
it
you
is what
shot
it is.
great. Nice control and good pattern plays overall. So yeah, I think keep on working at it, and you can improve and go all the way for sure. You've got a lovely cue action, nice technique. So great game.
Appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you.
No problem, darling.
Have a good one,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you,
You
Alex.
too. You too.
All right. Now, I would love to have Kelly commentate all day and all night until we're done. But I know that Kelly does have some other obligations. So if Kelly wants to stay on, she can. If she needs to go, we understand, and we are so amazingly grateful for her
Very much
gracious,
appreciated.
yes, appearance here
Uh,
with I Want Someone to Ride the Nine, and we're going to ask her right now if she'd like to come back and maybe commentate. How do I even do a Scottish accent? I can't do it. My New York accent just came out. I can't. And then I'd like to actually work with Kelly on something. We're going to be having a $1,000 added event. This one's $500 added, but $1,000 added event for the amateurs again. And I'd like to thank my sponsors as well for partaking in helping out with some of the resources here. So I'm looking forward to working with Kelly on something maybe for the pros. It would be, someone else would have to do the great commentary part of that. I'd like to thank Kelly for her time. But like I said, I believe that if she is able to, I would love to have her here. If not, Kelly, I know that you have prior obligation, correct?
I do, unfortunately, Gloria.
Yes.
I do. I've got two little babies that I have to. They're not my babies, everybody. They're not my babies.
I wasn't going to say a word.
They're my grandbabies, if you like. So I do have to. I've got family over, so yeah, I do have to leave. But it's been a pleasure, and really, I heard what you said. I've absolutely no problem jumping on again, and if I can help in any way
Okay.
with your endeavour for a pro-am or anything really, I can jump on for another amateur event, not a problem. Do some commentating or some chatting. It's been
Okay.
a pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you so much for gracing us with the commentary, your presence overall. I'm really
He played
happy.
perfect, like I said he was going to. He played nearly perfect, really. There wasn't a lot to commentate on, so he did great. But yeah, we'll do it again, Gloria. We'll keep in touch, and good luck to all the players, and good luck to your tour. And you're doing a
Thank,
great job for the sport, so
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
And
And before
we'll
Kelly leaves, we're going to talk about the two sponsors again. She's been with Fury for 15 years. And then I'm really, really sorry, but I cannot pronounce it. I have to do it phonetically. What is the name of the
Kingsway.
what is that?
Kingsway.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that and practice that over and over like a shot. Okay.
Yeah, Chinese accent on there, Kingsway. But
I
yes,
difficult. So blessings to the family. Happy Hallows Eve. And please be safe to everybody. And thank you so much, Kelly. We appreciate it. We do from the heart.
thank you. Thank you very much, guys. And good luck to all the players.
Thank you.
And I'll see you all soon. Thanks,
Okay.
Gloria.
You're welcome.
Take
So
care.
long, Kelly.
All right. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. All right. So that was really a blessing to have Kelly over here. All right. So next up, we have Ryan Soseda. So hopefully Ryan is a teammate of mine over at Bose. And hopefully Ryan has taken some of that advice in and not be so nervous about being on here. And we know that Ryan took a little bit of a break from pool, but this is his first tournament back. And he's going to be coming up in just a moment. Oh, there's Uriel. He was cheering on his friend, Alex. And I'm not able to see the majority of these comments, everybody. So if anyone said anything else, hi, as they kind of fly through. Hi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. I did see Tony Russell, my personal Q sponsor, and I wanted to send a shout out to Tony Russell over in Tennessee. And let him know that I love the queue. It's a little bit long for me, but I'm getting another one. So I think I'm going to have the second one just a couple inches shorter because the queue is taller than I am, I think. I think that Tony underestimated my height. But I love it. And if anybody's looking for a custom queue, let me know and I'll get to Tony really quickly for you. Okay? All right, so here's Ryan. All right. And bring it in. Yeah. All right, now we just have to reset name. And Ryan Soseda from Rhode Island. So we have Connecticut, Rhode Island. We're really close here. All right, Ryan. Guys, watch this over. Please share for me, for the tour. Okay, that's a really nice break. I think that that maybe Ryan should take a week or two off here or there, and looks like he's coming back strong. What was that? Still nice. Hoping to see Uriel back in the ring sometime soon. Just putting that out there. Okay. So he's taking ball in hand. No scratch. So what he wants to do here is look at where he's going to be. From the 1 to the 2 to the 3. I like to look 3 shots ahead. And then you make that ball, and then you look 3 shots ahead again. A lot of people like to look backward. I don't know. Alright. There's no problem with taking your time either. A lot of people feel as though they can't take their time. I'm not able to scroll up here. Jason CV. Oh, Jason. And there, Kelly had some really great advice for you about the camera and being a little bit nervous with the camera. And I told you it would only be a matter of time, Jason. Jason's just come up here. And Jason just won a tournament, I believe. An in-person tournament. So Jason's getting, and it was, it might have even been, I'm not sure if it was on camera, but congratulations to Jason. Excuse me. All right, so hi Patrick, hi Tony, and Tony said hello to Kelly. I don't think Kelly was able to see that. All right, Mulligan, that's all right. Hey Jack, how are you? All right, hello to everybody. All right, hello Brian. All right, so here's Ryan, and he's taking his time. Ryan can hear me, so I really don't want to say anything. But I think he's on the 5 ball right now. Yeah, so he probably maybe not come across table, but he probably wanted to go up and then maybe 1, 2 banks come around the back of that 5 ball. So he played a shot without a little bit of English on that, but that's okay. So he's got a difficult spot here because he really can't bank it into that corner pocket, but he can make he can make the combo right there. I can't give him a timeout. But that's what he was looking at doing. He was looking at banking that 5 into the ball, into the side, because he got off a little bit on that 5 ball.
Did you want to mute?
If he wants me to mute, I am perfectly fine muting. Also a shout out to Derek Klauser, because Derek did a little bit of work here with a little red thin, ribbon, and a little bit of this layout, which is really cool. If you guys can see behind the score numbers, we have our little logo there, and he did a great job, and I just want to say thank you to Derek. Okay, so hopefully we don't get muted because we have rights to the music here. And we are accepting donations. If anybody wants to put something in here, we are adding $500. And we are accepting donations. So, and please, more than anything, please share away. Get us out there. Let people know about the tournament so we can get a full field next time. Because with all full fields, we were willing to add another $500. I didn't want to say anything. And we didn't get that this time. So let's continue and see if maybe we can add a little bit more money. It'll definitely be less. That was alright. So that was nice.
Very nice break.
Yes, but is he gonna chance taking that 1 ball? Just for the 3 points, when he could do a lot better taking the ball in hand and working his way around the table. So that was really great having Kelly here
Mhm.
in here, huh? I love her accents. I can't do that. I can do a Harry Potter accent, but I can't do a Kelly Fisher accent.
Yeah. It made me sad because it made me think of Sean Connery. Passed away today. I love Sean Connery.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that now. Alright. So I think that I need to go off camera for a little bit so I don't have to keep. Alright. So that ball there slowed up. So 4 going into rack 2. And by the way, Ryan had gotten 6 racks, just as Alex did.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever he decides to do after his 5th rack, he'll let us know. He can get a refund on that $10. We can play it out. Okay. So being on the rail like that's probably the
tough.
detriment to that. Yeah, that's really difficult to be on that rail. So what do we have for points here? We have 2, 3. We have 5. Yeah. Going into rack 3 right now.
Correct.
It feels so weird doing this and it being like sunlight out.
Yeah.
For us. Yeah, usually I'm used to the owls and the moon. Which, speaking of which, tonight is a full moon. Phew! Hallows Eve full moon and a blue moon. So there were two full moons this month. And I'm not going to get into the astrology part of things. People who know me know I love. But it's a full moon in Taurus opposition Scorpio sun. So this is going to be a fun night, everybody. Be careful out there. That'll be $1.99. Okay. Well, next time I play, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm playing really well because Kelly might be watching. I'm gonna practice a lot.
Yeah, maybe you'll play her. And,
What is that?
maybe you'll play her.
Oh, I'd love to play Kelly. Actually, you know what? I'm throwing that out there right now. Kelly, you've been challenged. And no, I'm not doing push-ups like Nate.
Yeah, because your arms can't handle that.
My arms can handle it. These babies can handle it.
Not as many push-ups as you'd have to do with the whooping you're going to get from Kelly. Oh!
Kelly's gonna leave welts in me. Alright, so he's taking ball in hands. He's just trying to figure out his pattern here. Yeah, it's one of the things Kelly was talking about right there. Like, look at where you want to be. Look at where you're kind of going.
Yeah, you always have to think a step ahead.
Or more than one. I'll definitely be watching from work today. All right, Jason. It's good to know that Jason's going to be on board again. So that was nice. He followed through really nicely on that. I'm just trying to figure out which one the 3 ball is. If that's the
3
bottom.
right on the rail, I think.
Okay,
or
I
is
thought
that
that
the
was
7?
7. But
Oh, wait, he's looking up tables, so that might be the 3 right there, yeah.
okay, he should probably mute us. Okay, so that was really nice. See, he followed up just enough to get that window for the 2 ball. So that looks like the 4 ball right there. I noticed this camera looks like it's in a different spot, and yeah. So I don't know how straight he is, or if he's gonna stun this and kind of stun it and draw it over a little bit.
Oh.
Who's gonna make the 9? Yeah.
3 points on that.
Okay. Still, he has a minimum of 2 racks, so.
But as we, well, how many people are going through today?
1 out of
So
the
1.
5. Yes.
No, he went can't. He's on mute, so I am muted.
We can hear you. We put ourselves on mute. No. I know if you don't hear me talking, you automatically think something's wrong, right? Okay. And why don't we just mute him? So Larry Steele using the thread saying anybody down the print. Larry, I have a place called Action Palace. If you want to go in there, you're more than welcome. I can send you an invite, and we have action games in there. We just had one for $100 the other day. We have action in there every single day, sometimes 5, 6, 7 times. So I'll send you a link if you'd like. And you have all the action you want. All right. So I'm gonna get myself off the camera for a tad here and grab my water, which is right next to me. All right, now this. Wow, okay. I didn't think that. I thought he was going to play that straight up and have enough
This
room
is
to
very
cover 6.
nice. On the short side of the 6, no less.
I know. He's just showing off for Kelly. That's what he's doing.
Oh.
He was
2,
trying to bank
4,
that. Don't let him fool
5.
you. He was trying to bank that.
5 points. That puts him at 17. So unfortunately.
2, 3, 4. I believe that you got 6 racks. So we're going into rack 5 right now. So you bought 6 racks. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have you going into 5 right now. See? then just keep thinking. No, you gotta get. Well, you gotta read the fine print, my friends. And you get to watch the video over and over and get free lesson from Kelly, right? And exactly. And she's gonna comment. She's commentating on Alex's match, so you have someone of Alex's caliber going on, and you get to learn what she thinks of that as well. So there you go, free lesson from Kelly Fisher. I mean, seriously. Good. Thank you. And yeah, she was really gracious to come on here. You know, she and I talked about the whole amateur thing, and she's understanding that when we talked, you know, you got to start someplace. And that's where the juniors. That's why the juniors are so important. But then you get to the next level, which is the amateur stage. You know, and hey, don't get me wrong. I would love to do something with the pros, and yeah, let's work on that. But I kind of find this, you know, fun because it's a little bit bigger of money buy-in, and you know, there are players who are underdogs that come out in the money or ahead, and that's what we like to see. We like to see nail-biting matches. We like to see fun matches. We like to see people having fun, getting, you know, like she was talking about, like this is a passion for a lot of us. This is like it's a kind of like a way of living, you know. It's like pool is just part of our life. It's like a shower, or you know, getting dressed. It just
shower.
Is. Yes. You know, it really is. And there's my snack. And I'm out of chips, so I'm not in the best of moods. So yeah, so that's what, you know. So I would share this, everybody, if you want to. Please put don't do it. Woof.
And I believe he got 2 extra points because I don't see the 9 up there.
He did take ball in hand though.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sauce did he did drop the 9 early.
So 21.
21, my birthday. Which reminds me, I have to send out my birthday invites.
Is he taking the 6th rack?
He has not said he's not taking the 6th rack, so he's paid for it, and he's got the template on there. So I'm saying that that Sauce is like, I've paid for it. No need to refund me. Gloria, I'm sending you a tip because you're my bud. Don't worry about it. Keep my winnings from Bose. All those things coming right up. I'm waiting for them, and if I don't hear them, I'm just going to say.
I'm pretty sure that he's not saying
I
any
think
of
he's
those.
thinking that. I think he's thinking that. Yeah, because we placed over at Bose, so so the team got some money, and some of us didn't play at all, but I decided to just give us the exact same money to everyone. It didn't make a difference. I got beat so bad last weekend I considered removing from the pool. No. Oh, there's John Hussey saying hi to Todd. I didn't even know Todd was in here. Wow. All right. Sorry to hear that, Larry. All right. So, let's just take this and let's just take it and just flow with it, and let's just end with a break and run, right? Or
yeah.
a break with the ball in hand and run. Let's do that.
Well, that is still a break and run, is it not?
In Ghost Pool, yes.
Break and ball in hand and run.
What's up, John? All right, and there's Todd Ottledge over. He's He's a player out of Bose for many, many years, as was...
Oh!
Alright, so that was the
2
commentator's curse. Alright.
2 points.
2
Puts
points.
him at 23.
Okay, hey. 23 is 23. I'm sure that Ryan's going to be back again. So, Ryan, thank you very much for coming in and supporting the tour. And I hope that things are going better for you. And please say hi to Krista for me. Okay, my friend. We'll
Take
talk
it
to you
easy,
soon.
Sauce.
All right. So long. All right. So who do we have up next? Robert Molino. All right. Another Rhode Islander. We're pretty much all here on the East Coast except for Derek. Speaking of Derek, don't worry, Ryan. I'll probably give you a run for the score. Derek is actually we want to send a shout out. He is right now he's doing a little bit with Ride the 9 tour. He's the one who made that little overlay. If you guys see it with a little ribbon, it's all girly girl stuff. He knows how to make the tour director happy with pretty colors and purples and reds and ribbons and all that good stuff. All right, so rack 1 of 6. And he's using his little burn cloth. I cannot hear him. All right, so Robert's breaking. Actually, he still is. The most of the balls are still on that side of the table. He did pot 2 on this end, and that looks like the 8's over here. But he's got a little bit of cluster and traffic, but he's got a clear shot at that 2 ball. And I don't know if he can hear me or not, but I'm just saying that 2 ball, depending on how he plays it, he might try to hold it for the 3. I don't know if he's going to do that or if he's going to come off the bank and try and get behind the 3 ball. Yeah, he went that route instead. So if he does that, he's on the rail. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to kind of push through because you have to be concerned with either pushing far and then being close to the rail again. And then getting from the 4 to the 5 might be a problem. So he's going to kind of dig into the ball. Maybe take the 4 in the other corner, but still,
Yeah, 5 is it's going to be a little difficult getting back on the 5. But
it depends on where he was on that 4 ball. He could have just drawn back a little bit for the 5, but then you have the 5 to the 6, unless you could take the 5, the cue, and break out that 6 ball with either a natural angle or a little bit of inside English. So let's see what he does here. I'm a bit curious to see. No, so he chose to draw and come up on the short side of the 5 ball. 6.
4 plus 3.
Hold on 1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4
2,
plus 3. 7.
4 plus 6.
So put that positive 3 up there. And 7 points to start. Alright. Before I was warm. Now I'm cold. I'm right under the snowed here yesterday, by the way, in Rhode Island. Oh, I can't even tell you. Wow. Cookie Monster. Alright, so Midwest. I love it when we have people from California and Florida and all rounds. $500 added once we get full 16 players. So even if we have 5, I'm gonna have to go through 16 of these here small events. But we're gonna do that. See how it works. Maybe this will catch on and people will see that it's not the way that they thought it was in the beginning. Wouldn't mind having some strokers players in here as well. You know, maybe a little battle of the venue type thing. you know? I'd love to see what, who takes it. Definitely the smart thing to do right there is take ball in hand. This is giving me the itch for playing, I'll tell you that. Alright, so I can't see the difference between the 2 and the 5 sit. Does he have to take a combo, or does that 2 pass the 9 ball? That's what I would be looking at right now. Does that 2 pass the 9, or is he gonna have to go, or the 2 pass the 7? I don't know.
I don't think the 2 passes the 7.
I think it's far enough past that first diamond that it just may. Yeah, he really he had an open hand on his backswing. When he pulled forward, he just kind of grabbed that.
2 points for that.
He grabbed that cue, really hit that really hard. And if he was trying to draw back, you know, you follow through the ball instead of kind of like hitting it to stop it. Put the momentum of one ball into the other. It's the worst part about racking is having to get those balls from all around.
That's why you play against somebody else and keep beating them so that they have to keep racking for you.
Yeah, or you could have like a buddy grab the balls from me from around the table. I'm just throwing that out there. So yeah, so if you're looking at that screen, little Ride the 9 tour on the right with the black and purple, and the way that purple is right there, and then the ribbon. The ribbon, even though it's not pink, it's October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is it not?
I believe it is.
So that's what I'm going to use that ribbon for right there. It's the end, but of October, but it's not too late. So, all right. So here we are into rack 3, and what are we looking at right here? Did I see one ball going to the side?
2 ball went to the side. Which
No, a ball, like one ball, a single ball. He dropped a ball. He's taking ball in hand. Okay, so he's going to start off with the combo, which I think Kelly would probably choke him for.
Yeah.
But he's looking at the points right now. Now he's looking at, you know, Sauce and he are teammates. So, and that's what you have to be careful for, because now look what he's done. He's gone ahead and tied up the 5 and the 9 ball. So is that 5 ball even makeable anymore? Now he has 3 points, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gives you more than 3 points. So, you know.
Well, no, I think he missed the 9.
He had that with ball in hand.
He missed the 9. The 9 didn't go, and the 1 went in. So the 9 actually popped out of the side pocket, and the 1 went in instead.
No, I know, I saw that.
So he didn't get the extra 2 points. But it saved him from missing completely.
Right. He had ball in hand, so he could have actually taken the 1 ball on the opposite side if he was going to do that. I'm not remembering where the 2 ball is. Or was.
Oh, 2 ball went down. 2 ball went in the
2
side.
went ball. So then where was the 3? Yeah. So I mean, that's the kind of stuff I need to look at. I like the banner. I need something like that to cover my ugly cement wall for all these tournaments. Larry, you don't play in ours. You only played in that one. I remember Larry had a little bit of let's just say a fun night the night before, and was unable to shoot at his skill level that following day. But I'm sure he enjoyed the evening before. So yep. So the banner was given to Rob.
Yeah, we'd love to see Larry in some of these.
And yeah, Larry, I think we might be out of banners now because the last two we gave to another tour when we sponsored it just a couple weeks ago. Another tournament we sponsored, another tournament that actually Kelly Fisher played in. And I think the last two banners went out, but I think I'm getting another 8 or so in. Oh, what a tie. Oh, I thought that was tied up. Well, it still might not be able to get past that 2 ball.
I think that's the ball in hand here.
And even if it were to be able to get past that 2, what shots does he have on the 2 ball after taking the 1 ball? So, what is he going to do? Is he going to roll the 2 in here for that 1 in here for the 2? But then he's going to think. He's going to potentially bump that. Do you want to be behind the 2 ball? Do you want to follow through and get behind the 2 ball to go up? And then take the 4 in that corner where he's standing.
The 3 had dropped, so he's got to be on the 4 ball. So
right, but that's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna get behind that,
that's actually not too bad where he is right now.
Right, but he's a bit of an angle, so he's gonna be on the other side toward the 6, potentially. If he kind of stuns that, all right. So he did get back for it.
But he missed the 2. 2.
I didn't even see it in the jaws of that.
7. 2 points.
All right. Bob, he sometimes starts off strong and then kind of, you really gotta. I know I don't, but you really have to give every shot. I can't play at the table that I have over there for anything else than doing drills. Really just a drill table at this point. I mean, you have like 2 feet to play with on 2 sides of the table. It's awfully difficult. Okay, so with the ball in hand, there's not a great deal of work needs to be done.
Well, I suppose that depends on who you are.
I would roll that this way and try and get a little bit. No. The 2 ball, I would want more of an angle so I can get the 2 cue into the rail behind the 3. Angle for the 3 down table.
Yeah, follow through just a hair.
Well, no, I was looking at taking it a totally different way, because that's really not that's not optimal position.
Yeah, I thought he had more of an angle than that.
I would have taken that 2 with the cue ball closer to where the 9 is in that line in the center.
Yeah.
To kind of come back behind the 3 ball and then bounce off the rail. So he still manages to pocket the ball, but he's made it a little difficult because now he's got the cue.
And see in the jaw there.
Yeah.
Does that make that 4 ball really tough?
And I don't know if he's going to hit off of anything or where that cue is going to go on the side or. Okay, so he almost got lucky there and made the 5.
2, 3 points.
And Bob's always saying he doesn't really like So can you hear me, Bob? Can you hear me? Why is there I can't hear. It's probably on his end.
Yeah, it's on his end.
You have one more rack.
He may not be taking his rack.
So that's what we have to figure out. One more rack? No? 5 racks? Okay. So we're just gonna stop there with the 5 racks with him. And he paid for 6, so he gets a refund. Alright, so next up we have Nathan Johnson. Nate is in the waiting room for some time. Again, donations are welcome. If you'd like. We're also doing $25 donation for Ride the 9 Tour patch and some bonus sticker. $50 donation for a tournament sponsored burn cloth, one of your choice, and a Ride the 9 Tour patch. $100 donation for a bulletproof brake tip, a burn cloth, Ride the 9 Tour patch, and an Aramis and or Simonis patch. Alright, every $10 donation equals 1 spot into the raffle. Okay, so that is a 3x5. I'm not sure if I have any 3x5. It might actually be a 4x8 case. I'm going to see how that works out. It's going to be a 3x5 minimum case, and that's for every $10 that you donate, you are put in there. Tell us a little bit about the table before we go into it. Yes, we can hear you.
It's a Gold Crown 1. It was the main table on a friend's pool hall for its entire life. So it's pretty deep.
But what are the pocket size on that? I think you told me there was a specific pocket size that was really tiny.
They're about 4.25 right now. They're about 4.25 right now.
Oh, they're 4.25. I thought they were in the 3s at some point. You talked to me about them being in the 3s. Is that right?
When I got the table, yeah, when I got the table, they were 3 3/4. They were super shimmed.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know, I got the table when the school hall closed down. He retired. I threw it in my basement here, which didn't look like this. I had center supports going all the way across, and so it sat down here for about 2 years with constant flooding, pretty bad flooding for a couple of years. And so once the pandemic came around, I hustled up and I opened up the room and moved the center supports and put up new supports and opened the room. But everything on the table is just kind of distorted. It's got some funny rolls. Some of the wood is a little pulpy, so you can see where a rail was peeling away here because there's just not enough wood to hold it down. So, I refelted it with Simonis 760 HR.
Oh, you like the 760, huh? I like the 760 too.
And the Brunswick Super else. Open the pockets up. Well, first I set it up with 4-inch, and then I opened it up to 4.25 because it just wasn't that much fun that tight.
I can't believe that you started with 3.
I played on it for 4. I played on it for close to 2 years like that too.
And what year is it?
It's a Gold Crown 1, so it's somewhere in 1960.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that's what we had a Brunswick. Going back in the day, that was a 1959 or 1960? Yeah. But I just wanted to let people know that you had those. What was it? 3 and what?
It was 3 3/4. Now it's 4.25 though.
Yeah. But just to shoot on that's insane, crazy. Not something you want for tournament play for sure.
No.
So anyway.
No,
I just wanted to just go over that really quickly because I'm always interested in the equipment that people have and what they're shooting on. So I'm sorry, I apologize. So you have 6 racks, and do you want to disconnect audio on your side so we can commentate and you can't hear us? And
Yeah, sure.
okay, all right, continuing on. All right, so there was just some history to that. Who's shooting on a 3? Oh wow. So Derek was first saying we can't hear the player, but there we go. All right, so here we go. Okay. All right. So we have what is that? The 6 and the 8 in the corner. That's what it looks like. Is that my cat getting into the fireplace?
No.
Okay. All right. So I turned my head so it doesn't look like a jig ball in hand. I have to shout out to somebody for that. It doesn't. I don't know. I was looking to make sure that my cat was okay. Okay. So it looks like he's at 3 points so far. And if he didn't take ball in hand, that would make 6. So we have to find out about that. Alright, there we go. So, he's got a plus 3 already to start it off. Ooh. Alright, so
that hurts.
That's tough. You have, your next ball behind that. So you can try and just...
Oh, nice try though.
Oh, I thought that okay, so
3, 4. That gives him 8 points to start it off.
5 and 3 is 8. Yep. And again, he has 6 racks. So, right now the score to beat is Alex's at 44. And we still have Nate. And then Bob Dodges. And then after Bob is going to be Derek. And I think it's pronounced Clouser. Thank you. I think I got a 17. Good luck, everyone. Had fun. Don't forget to tip your host again, Gloria. You are great. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate that. I'm enjoying my cookies, so. All right, so what do we have? What do we have?
It's actually, other than the fact that the cue ball position was horrible to start out with, and you had to take the ball in hand, it's not looking too bad
so
here.
what would Curtis do then? Because I see the 2 by the 9 here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
No, it looks like the 2 was on the opposite side of the 9. So he's going to come off this rail, put it right in the... Oh, no, he's not going to put it inside. Am I wrong? Am I mixing up the 4 and the 2?
He took ball in hand.
No, it was the 2 ball way. I don't know why he could
He just traveled a little far up the table. That was a really nice cut, though. It's going to hit this 9.
And actually, that clears up. That clears up. That 8 ball down the table.
That's one of those Chris Melling shots. It's Charles Lakey.
Wait, no, that's the 4 ball sitting over there.
Speaking of which, it was Charles Lakey's birthday. What was it, the 26th? He and his son Timmy. Happy birthday to them. We've already said happy birthday, but just throwing
Happy
another
birthday
shout out
to
to
them
our
both again.
Quickie. Yes. Very nice.
Needs to
Did
come
he
back
get
a
it?
little bit farther. No. He's gonna have to come off the rail, right up above
I think
that side pocket, and try to hold it to the rail. He's not gonna be able to get that 4-ball without coming off that rail.
Okay. You know, it
Or
might
if
be
he
a
tries
tough...
to kick it off the long bank and go back up in that corner, back up where he is, which is what it looks like he's doing. Gives him a little bit of play because he can come off the rail. Oh.
Wait. Oh, he did scratch on that too, so...
2, 4, so that's a scratch, so 2, 4, 5, 4 points, minus 1 is 3,
Three.
puts him at 11.
Alright, so we're 11 going into rack number 3. Okay. And remember, if you don't use your rack, you get it refunded at the end. I can't wait till we get like everybody putting full 6 racks in. Remember, our next tournament's going to be Tuesday, so if people want to jump in on Tuesday night, let me know. Maybe we'll actually see Walt Carpenter, the interim tournament director over here.
Oh yeah, that Derek said he just spoke to them too, yeah.
Yeah. Derek, feel free to come in and commentate if you'd like as well. I don't know if Derek's a little shy about that. Didn't seem too shy shooting pool the other day.
Well, we don't have to bring
Derek.
in video anyway. We can also
No, we just
like
do
we,
audio like we're doing right now.
Well, that's what we usually do with Nate, which is, you know, we can bring people in audio if they want.
Oh man, and that was such a nice break too.
That was a scratch, correct?
Yes,
That's not the
he
keyboard.
got it up here in the
That's
corner
what I thought.
pocket. But that was such a nice break. That really was. I remember the last time I saw Nathan shoot. So these tiny little graphics that we have that are just kind of fun things. That right there is from Derek as well. -1. We can take that down now because we don't really want to keep that up. Chucky.
Well, it's just a reminder.
Okay. I don't want it over my head. Oh. He did stroke
3 points, -1. 2. 13.
Yeah. And that was just kind of he hit it right. It just kind of hit the pocket that
Well,
small
it is.
pockets like
Yeah, I was
that.
just gonna say it is
It's
4
not.
1/4 pockets.
Yeah, they're not very forgiving. Gosh, who would play on something with 3 plus
3 3/4? Somebody who wants to be very accurate. Either that or somebody who's got really small billiard balls. Playing with marbles.
I'll play with that. That might be it. All right, so here we are, Interact 4, and a pretty controlled break right there. A nice spread out, 3.75 maybe. No kidding, huh? I know, it'd be so frustrating. Okay, he's opting to take. He's opting here to play a little smart, and make sure that he can just transition from ball to ball. All right. So if he can just take that. Now let's look at where he's going from the 2 to 3. I like the fact that he's going up to the table and looking from the 2 to 3. I sadly do not know which one is the 4.
We got three choices here.
I think
for
it's
a 4
I think
ball.
it's where he's standing. So, Kelly and I had some difficulty with that too.
Well, in not for nothing.
No, if
That
this
is
is the
why they
4,
have the
if this is
TD
the 4
balls.
over here, right, and that's exactly it.
You know, because it shows a more clear differentiation on
So
I think that's the 4-ball then right down here at this bottom rail.
What he did was he used a little bit
Because
of
of what
English
he
to
did.
hold that. That's why I was saying I think that this is it here. So he has a little bit of trouble. If he just takes that center ball, he might bang into what looks like the 8 ball. Need to get, yep. Okay, so he didn't. So he used a little bit. Now,
Ooh.
that's a tweener. Need to get them TV Aramis Pro. Hey, how do you like those TV Aramis? Isn't that what you have, Derek? Didn't you win those? The tour donated to another tour that we helped, and I think that Derek was the winner of that and the banner.
Yeah.
He probably spent about $8,000, but he did win some prizes valued at $600 ish. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He
That was a
undercut
nice
that,
try.
but that was a hell of a try. Just don't. Yeah, got that by the first
2,
diamond
4.
right there.
5 points.
And
Puts him at 18. Going into
I
round
also,
5.
yeah, that's right. He also won the Shane Van Boning Q-Tech Q. You know what? His money was well spent. He has a horseshoe. I'm gonna put him on the box of Lucky Charms, just like I did with Francisco.
Yeah.
Where's Francisco?
They should have we should have a competition for that. See who can win the most raffles between
Derek, Francisco and yeah, no
Francisco.
kidding. Yeah. I'm gonna actually bet on Derek. I'll put a fin on Derek on that one.
I don't know. I might take the edge on Francisco on the raffle.
I don't know. Yeah, because you know what?
Raffle off.
Because Francisco was giving his luck over to his brother last time. All right, so here we are in rack 5 out of rack 6, and Derek wrote something, but it just says Derek Glasser. I don't see anything. But thank you, Derek, for sharing. Sharing is above your name. We appreciate that. If everybody can please share. That would make it great for us, especially with the lesson that we got from Kelly. All right, so he's on the rail to start with the 1 ball. Does he want to take a 1-3 combo and not really control that? Is he going for the points here? What's he doing? No, he's playing it smart. So where does that 2 ball? I think that's the 2 right there. Share, donate. Yes, I'm with him. I like the repetitive side of that. So it looks like he's going for the 2-3 combo now. Just gotta control this, because the 2's gonna hit into the 3 and then kind of bounce back off. Where is it gonna land in transition from the? Yep, I was gonna say in transition from the Q to the 1. Yeah, he would have gotten 2 inches off the other way. That would have made this really difficult. Kind of difficult now. Is that the 4 ball near the side pocket, I believe. So, is he going to take it, try and draw it back? Hopefully he doesn't hit his cue. Is he going to try and follow through? Is he just going to stop it where it is and try to get that 4 on the side? I'm not sure. Looks like he's using a little bit of left, so... Yep. If I'm looking at what I'm looking at, that was pretty nicely played. Even if he has an angle on that, he can come around 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's a small window for that 6 ball. If you're coming to come around 3, you might as well just fully stroke it and go 1, 2, 3. With that angle, he might hit what looks like the 8 ball.
Yeah, it's the 8 ball.
Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong
Oh, yeah.
ball. I thought that was in the side. Oh, so he's on the 6.
So that must be the 7 sitting right up there then.
Sorry, I missed this one. Hey, no worries, Tom. Get in on the next one. It's on Tuesday. Alright. And I did not see a ribbon up there.
5 points, which puts him at 23.
Okay. So now he's tied with Ryan. And Nathan was very patient waiting for this tournament. I want to say thank you. And after Nathan, I want to go into the fact that we're going to be doing... I made up a very quick flyer just to show you a little bit of what we're going to be doing. Some of the things we're going to be changing potentially, but we want to, we're gonna probably be going back and forth between these people too. And we're gonna wait till we have a full field before starting the next one. So I'm gonna be showing that flyer right after Nate's match. Nathan's match. Tip your host. That's very nice. Thank you, Tom. Tom's always out there with his box for hosting, for tipping your host. You can fit me in after 7:30. You got it. I've got another one. So Tom will be in the next one. So let's see who advances today. I'm really curious to see who advances. This is anyone's game. Or do it Wednesday if possible. Preferably Tuesday. That's our preference. We're going to come to something. If anybody wants to play, send me what your preferred night would be. Okay, that was pretty controlled right there.
Very nice.
My only concern was him getting behind the 9 ball.
But he kept it with the window.
No, it's pretty good. But what ball is next? Why aren't we looking?
3 ball.
All right. So the 3 is over here and the 5 is over there. So what is it going to go in the side pocket with that and then float down, or is he going to go not in the side but straight up? Okay.
I wouldn't have done that. He put bottom. I would actually have followed that with a little bit of right to come around the other side of the 4.
No, he could just kind of hit this and bounce off the rail, and then he'd still have that 5 ball. And I'm not sure if that's... So, just come off the bank.
Oh, and he
All right.
stuffed it.
Liked and shared. Thank you so much, NJ. The NJ Pool Player.
4 points.
Okay.
Puts him at 27.
So remember, everybody, we get a full field. I give something away. So far, the score to beat right now is going to be 44. So I just want to say thank you to Nathan. Thumbs up to Nathan. All right. So really quickly, before we do anything, I want to do a quick sponsor intermission. So, I want Simonis. Authentic, accurate, always. All right. Next up is Aramet. That's how I roll. Diamond Billiard Products Incorporated. If anybody is in need of a diamond table from coast to coast, send me a message. Let me know. I'll help you out. Acme Cases, sister company to Omega, the alpha of billiards. Everybody knows who Omega is by now, huh? Yes. All right, Kamui, tips, gloves, patches, much, much more. Marty Carey's jump cues. These jump cues are amazing. I cannot even begin to tell you. And of course, my personal sponsor, Tony Russell Cues. If anybody's in need of a custom-made cue, let me know. Tony down in Tennessee. All right, Massey Apparel. Get jacked up with Sean Massey on Facebook. Next up, Bulletproof Brake Tips. Best brake tip in the biz. And then BCS, that's Bill Cody Services, Automotive Equipment Service and Repair out of Massachusetts. And Narragansett, made on honor, sold on merit since 1890. Last but not least, tour ambassador, Mr. Charles the Inventor Lakey. Again, we're wishing him a happy birthday. All right, so we're back to here, and what we're going to do really quickly before we... Is Bob Dar... Oh, Bob Dargis is in there now. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our flyer, and I'm going to show you really quickly what we're in the process of working on. Okay? It's $1,000 added. Share, share, share. Tom, I see that you're a top fan, but I do not see share. Are you sharing, Tom? Kurt, do your side effects. Don't make him sound like a chicken. So we're doing a nationwide Partners Palooza with 1,000 added. Okay, we're looking for 16 teams. Once we're full with 16 teams, we're going to go ahead with the tournament. So it's a 9-ball tournament. Open and below, 7, 8, and 9 foot tables, $150 per team. That's $70 per person buy-in. 16 two-player teams, all right? The top scores are going to be advancing. It's not going to be a bracket style, not a head-to-head. This is big boy and Sassy Girl tournament. And right now we're working on either a point system or 10 racks per player, 15 in the finals. Top scores are going to just keep advancing. And the teams must play on 2 different size tables. And what that's about, what that means right there, is that 2 7-foots cannot play together. A 9 and a 7 must play an 8 and a 7. So you can't play on 2 9s. All right. And there's $1,000 added. This one's $500. The last one was $500. Now we're adding $1,000. Please do your part. Share the stream. Get some players in. You can see down the bottom I did a little phone action there with our logo on it, and you could see it on computer, TV, and it's a free live stream. And it's a coast-to-coast event. It's a nationwide event here. Okay, it's going to be coming in November, so pretty much almost in November. Who knows? Maybe we'll do 2 of them together. All right, but this is the preface to it right here. If you're interested in a partners event, a Bob Dargis and an Aaron Broxmeyer, a Francisco Cifuentes, and a Alex Bausch. Imagine teams like that. Or if you want to have your own team, you want to get in on the action. Just feel free. Know that it is a prepay. Okay. This is what I'm looking for right here. I actually put the sponsors where they up because we have Marty Carey over in Maine, Narragansett over in Rhode Island, Bill Cody over in Mass, Tony Russell over in Tennessee, Acme is in Texas, I believe, Omega as well. Kamui is in the Vegas-ish area. Bulletproof over in California. Aramith is, I just put Aramith there in place of kind of like Simonis in the Chicago area. Because Ivan Lee, the president and CEO of Simonis, runs that. So I couldn't put that crest there. So I put Aramith there instead. But we know that we know where they are, where their headquarters is. So free live streaming. All right, everybody, this is free. So please share this, share Kelly's message, share Kelly's wisdom, and that is not being sarcastic at all. And then we're going to bring in Mr. Bob Dargis in just a moment. So is anybody interested in this in this event? I mean, we can get 16 teams easy. There are 16 high Bs, As, and open. Easy. Grab somebody that you think is going to get you to the top, and we're going to be paying the top 4. Okay? So that's what it's looking at right now. We probably would be doing, potentially doing alternates. All right? This is still in the works. It'll be in the works for the next few days. But this is what you're looking at. A partners event with something along these lines. If you'd like to see something, let me know. All right? If you'd like to see something, let me know. But this is what we're looking at right now. All right? And there's my little Google points showing you that we want players from the entire US of A. All right. Let's bring in Mr. Bob Dargis. And there he is. Bob is looking good. And Bob will be singing for us in the finals. He doesn't know that yet. Yeah. You can do some shot. Okay, well, we'll get you in before then. It'll be a pre-recording.
All right, we're gonna mute.
All right, we're gonna mute. We're gonna mute him out here, so we're not too.
So we're not interfering.
Yeah, we're not gonna interfere with him. Just one.
Wait, go ahead. You didn't hear
it? Just one. It's 1 out of every 5 to 9 or 2 out of 10. And the score to be right now is a 44. And you put in for 6. Yeah. That's your buddy. That's your buddy Alex. You Connecticut boys. I'm telling you. You Connecticut boys. Well, he may. See what I mean. See what you do, Alex. Look what you do. All right, we're gonna mute it out so we don't bother Bob. You'll see some good shooting here, some really good shooting. So good luck to all. I'm rooting for Bob. There we go again. That was just repeating what Robert said. So, and he said God bless. So God bless back to him. All right. So there's only 3 balls left on the table. One's the cue.
Is not taking ball.
He's welcome to take his time there. I could hear him. I don't know if he could hear me, but I could hear him. He's not taking. It doesn't look like he's gonna take a ball in hand. Looks like he's gonna try for the 2 and then a combo. And he's got that +3 right there. So we're starting off strong already. And he can control this. This is a player who can absolutely see that finesse. See what I mean? He can control that. He knows he needs his ball right there to transition. A lot of people will follow up on that or do whatever. Bob knows that he needs that to transition from the 3 to the 5.
Yeah, he is not a shabby player.
All right. So we have the 9, the 7 over here. So Rob's like, I'm out of it. So I'm just gonna move for somebody with the same name. And well done. And that was really a treat to have Kelly on. I can't wait for her to come back during this tournament. I don't know if I'm going to tell people when she's going to be on. All right, now that was a 13 right there. Kicking it off. Connecticut representing again. Okay, like we said, we only have one Midwestern state, and that's going to be Derek coming up next and last. I think I might actually be able to get my peanut butter and jelly sandwich in time. I was going to have turkey. All right. So, all right. So,
I don't get to eat.
you get to eat. There's plenty of alcohol. See, that's a really nice shot. I wanted to see what Kelly's take on this was. Because she would probably say that he's a fairly seasoned player. And take that 5 and a side.
Ooh, didn't come up enough.
Yeah, that's what my thought was. 5 ball on the side. Five on the side. He could take it to 6 in the corner, and then 7 in this corner right here, and then 9 in the same pocket. That's okay. It's cuttable. That's the good news. Or he can
Oh,
bank it
wow.
off 7 banks and still get that same. He has that New York way about him, or is it me? Right there. Sorry, Alex. Like that New York Italian way. Oh, I,
2, 3.
I wonder what Alex is saying back right now. Sorry, Bob.
6.
All right. So we have a 19 going into rack 3. Really want to play some music, but the Nazis will shut me down. No offense, not any Nazis.
So now we can't be offensive to Nazis either.
I just kind of feel as though Facebook has gone down. Facebook has gone down. Alright.
It looks like he's not taking the ball in hand. Oh, wait, yeah, he is.
Yep.
He wasn't going to.
Right. Well, he's not gonna chance risking a 44, which
Well, I mean, he did kind of have a shot on the
I'm
one.
just saying, no.
Just,
Alex shooting a 44 to Alex is low. To me, I'd be doing cartwheels and round-offs and aerials.
That's 12. That's 12 racks.
That's 20 racks to be realistic, but whatever. All right, so let's get back on point here. Well, he knows that. He knows that table. He knows that. There he is. See that spread? It's so unorthodox right there. And he usually has his foot and he digs into the ground. You can't see it right here in this.
Well, you know what part of it is, I realized? You know our friend Ian McKelvey, who
hold on.
plays in the tour.
He's tall. Yeah.
It's because of his height.
I think Ian's like, whoa! And
Damn.
he fired that in. Oh,
Man.
man.
Ian might actually be a little taller than
Yeah, I think
Bob.
Ian's 6'6", and I think that Bob is 6'5".
6'4" or 6'5".
I think it's 6'5". I think
So-
that's what Joe told me. He's
But
not.
so that's that height causes you to have a little bit of an awkward
No, I
stance.
know that, but the way he does his thing with his foot, and
Oh.
that's when I know he's about ready to shoot. So that's his pre-shot routine.
That's him stomping a mud hole in your ass.
Okay, well, let's just go with the profanity, why don't we? All right, so he still has a difficult cut on this 5 ball, excuse me. But he can come 1, 2, 3. Wow. 1, 2. The Ginsu boy. You know what? Just take my name. Go ahead. Why not? We're just being on the rail like this. Another difficult shot. You know.
Is it? Well, this is.
Look at the
to go back to what you were saying about Efren, this is kind of throws back to Efren, where Efren gets a tough shot.
I love Bob, but I'm sorry,
And
I cannot
he-
compare to Efren. I
No,
cannot
what
compare
I'm
to
saying
Efren.
is
Look at
then
that-
he
look
then
at that-
has to do something to get out of that tough shot.
Yeah,
Leave himself with
another tough shot. That's a Chris Mellon did that too. Chris Mellon. So look at the tangent line on where the 6 ball is going and where that cue ball is going, because he's on the rail.
The thing is if he hits it right, that leaves him a perfect window for that.
I don't
7.
know. Look at I'm
Oh wow, he's going the opposite way.
that's what I definitely would have done.
Oh,
But
man.
there's the concern.
He's got to combo the 9 in.
Is he gonna bank it?
I wouldn't. I
Is he
really
just gonna
wouldn't.
fire it in and make another
I
combination
think he's
like
gonna
that?
kick off the rail and combo that 9 in.
All right. You're looking at a camera? He might be.
And he was like off base too, the way he was just leaning over the table doing it. Might as well have a broom shuffling these things in.
Oh man.
Oh, and he misses that. No.
All right, so
2. So
8.
8 points.
8.
Puts him at 27.
All right, he's got 3 racks left. He's made some spectacular shots. And coming up short, long on a couple of difficult shots. Close. Close. Rob is, I think he's just in awe over Bob. I say just, So Ronald Richardson was on, by the way. Shout out to Ronald. I'm so sad that I can't kind of keep up with as much as I'd like to. All right, so here we go. So stop shot. Yep.
No, the stop shot here.
I think that's
Oh wait,
the
no, he's got to
4.
roll up. Yeah.
He's got to roll up on that.
I thought the 4 was right there, but that's actually
But he's got
7.
a small angle on that.
He
So
pushes
so
up on that with a tiny bit of left. He's all good. He'll get that.
I don't
I'm telling
know.
you should miss that 9 ball. Yeah, he's gonna have to.
He's got
gonna
still has to
watch
come
coming up on the
around.
7.
You almost wish you could pull back all the way on that and get back to where you were, because yeah, that's a concern. Coming
he's
up
gonna
short,
hit the
getting
6.
behind the 6. Yeah,
Ah.
those are all concerns. Excuse me.
Ah.
No, it didn't work this time with the 4. Last time he fired the 4 ball in.
6, 8,
3 points. Yep.
so at 30. Going
That's correct.
into rack number
30. So 14. I think Derek Klauser is he's just been waiting to go last, and hope Derek hasn't gotten any gray hairs waiting.
Yeah.
He's very patient. Oh, well, we got our first donation. Thank you so much to Nathan Johnson for your extremely generous donation. Extremely generous donation. Thank you. Very, very kind. You know what? This man has waited twice. Oh, and my Amazon delivery has come in. It's behind my door. I so want to get out of my seat. Didn't have great control over the cue that time, but he's going to be taking ball in hand, no doubt here, because he's got 2 racks, right? With a 30, so he needs 14 balls. So he needs to average 7 balls the next 2 racks to tie.
Correct.
So this is taking away. He actually has to run the 7 balls. So this taking ball in hand takes away from, obviously, with the +3. So he has to make sure that he's going to be doing well here. And this isn't bad. You know, you don't have to be close to that 4 ball, but this is not bad because as soon as you step in front of that camera, the glare kind of takes over. And that was beautifully done. Okay. So, I would have liked a little bit more of an angle, kind of pop off that rail. With maybe a little bit of like bottom right.
I don't mind that angle so much. A little bit of draw, come back up and 4 down in the opposite corner.
It's going to be probably using some bottom right here to get behind the 4 ball.
Yeah.
And
opposite corner right there on the 4 ball.
See, now this is where you kind of almost want to roll it in, but you don't want to roll the cue ball forward because then you're kind of off on the 5. You don't want to get chance, you know. The length of the table is enough because he's playing on a 9 split with 4.5. So, just want to kind of make sure that we get a good solid hit, which he did. He probably could have gone a little bit further.
He's gonna make sure he doesn't clip this 6 and it'll be okay.
Well, you want to go a little bit further on that shot because you don't want to
interfere with the 6 ball.
And you want to make it, of course, an easier cut for you because the easier the shot.
I like these cuts.
I know we all like to have that spectacular cut, but that it makes it more difficult.
Well, no, I mean I like that. I like that.
I would have liked to have been about maybe
well, in that
3-4 inches to the right of that.
To the right of it. Yeah, you would have been absolutely right in that too because like I was saying, he did end up clipping the 6.
Yeah, he
hit it full
he would
on.
have had a less angle to cut on that ball. It makes it a less difficult shot, and you're not really worrying about the 6 ball as much. So here he just wants to bump. Okay, so there's 4 points.
6. He's at 36. Now he's sweating it out here.
All right. So he needs 8 to tie. So
once again, a match.
It's the Connecticut boys, or You know, I have to say something. There are a lot great. I'm from New York. There are some of the finest players from New York, but there are also some amazing players, just as great, in the Midwest, and you're looking in the Louisiana area as well. But I think that Connecticut has been underrated for the players that they have. And Scotty, right? Actually, Biscotti, and Bob, and Rob Pierce, and Dave Gavrish, and Alex Bausch, and Darren Jevons, and the list just goes on. Ty Speedwell, another great player. And yes, I did mention Ty, who's been a friend for a long time. Where's
and essential to our tour.
Yep. So he did not opt to take ball in hand there, because now he's all about the points.
Now he's it's
So-
kind of crunch time. I think he realizes he needed to
He
get
did.
8.
He came out right away and said 36. He knew his score right off the bat.
Ooh, he's got that window.
Okay, so with the with the 3 points, did he already secure that?
Yes.
Okay.
Right there. That's 9. So unless he scratches, he's. So that's it. Now it's just a matter of whether Derek can unseat the king here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not a big fan of these, but I remember when I used to just shoot. Now watch his foot.
Yeah, I hate shooting off the rail.
See? Did you see that his foot? He came right off the ground.
And coming up is
50? Is this Mr. 50 again? Can he hear me?
he can hear you. 13.
Is that from
49.
from our conversations? Wait. Yeah, it's 49. Excuse me, not 40.
Gloria, you would have been out faster than me on those.
And what is that supposed to mean, Bob?
That means you're better than I am.
What is that supposed to mean, Bob? I think you and I will have some talk time after this.
Action Palace, you and I.
You know what? You're gonna do that. You're gonna have to spot me a little bit, huh?
I will talk about it.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So next up is Derek Klauser. So let's see what's gonna. Now Bob is Mr.
He's tough.
50.
He's tough.
Is he? Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Very
you're
good.
Mr. 50. You fell short with the 49.
I stuck the storm. I just got lucky. That's all.
With that, when you fired in that 4 ball, I was like, whoa, that was really the game changer right there. I'll tell you right now, that was I should say the match changer, because without that, I don't know where we'd be right now.
I don't know. I know that I had to hit it. I was playing for it, but I just figured if I missed it, it's gonna go around the table a little bit. I got out of line like 5 times in that one set. Out of line so bad. I usually have a good cue ball. It's my shot making that I'm okay with, but my cue ball is usually my forte, and it wasn't there. I just let myself down. Thank God I've been playing a lot for the last couple of days. Otherwise, I'd be sitting out.
Yeah,
But anyhow,
and
Derek-
Bob's always in the Action Palace. If you want to send me something, letting me know that you want to join the Action Palace. It's all about action, and
Yeah.
Bob is. I think he's paid his mortgage. I think he's ahead on his mortgage for the next 3 months.
No. I get these ridiculous spots. I give Tommy Koshy. Tommy's out there. He gets 25 points and 5 racks. That's a lot of points.
Well, think about what's going to happen when you give me 30 something. So we'll
Wow.
be talking though.
We'll talk.
Great
All
score.
right.
Great score, Bob.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
So long. All right. So again, another Connecticut boy. Jeremy Sose. Where's Jeremy from? Isn't Jeremy Connecticut?
Jeremy Sosa,
Oh,
I believe.
he's still talking. I thought you were out of the room. I have his Kamui card. Okay, so Derek is ready to roll.
You go?
Oh yeah, we've been watching you.
All right, well,
We've
get
been
going.
watching
I'm gonna
you.
mute
And
everything.
thank you again for the pretty little graphics here. I'm really liking these.
Not a problem at all. I'm glad I was able to help and add something to the value of the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. To the tour, you add value. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's see what I can do. Hopefully, I
All right.
don't embarrass myself.
You're not going to embarrass yourself, not from what we've seen. So, but the score to beat is 49. No pressure, but the score to beat is 49. All right, and Derek has 6 as well. so just so everybody knows. If you want us to mute you, you want to be muted, let us know, because I'm going to be yapping. That's my job. Alright. Alright, so representing Ohio. You are muted. Okay. Alright, so here we go. I wonder if everybody got their packages already. I sent a whole bunch of packages out. Ooh. Okay, but the balls on what he did make, they do count. Now he's gonna hate making that -1 because he's like, damn you. Alright. Now I've seen Derek shoot, and that is not what he does. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget he got a
7.
He got a I think he made one on the break, and then but he scratched.
Yes, he got 2 points.
He made
And
scratch.
then yeah, he scratched, so 2 points -1.
Yeah,
1.
that's correct. Derek is a very nice gentleman. I miss having a dog. Every time I see people with dogs running around, you know. Oh, look at him. They're sharking him. I think Bob Dog just paid for it. So it looks like, did the 1 and the 5 drop? No, that's the 5. It's like the 1 then.
Yeah, the 1 dropped up in that corner.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of how comfortable he feels with that 2 ball. I don't think that squeezes by the 6 up there. So you'd have to combo. He's looking at it, but I don't think it goes.
Well, he knows he's got a lot of points to catch up.
Very wise.
Remember, everybody, that a $10 donation gets you 1 spot in the raffle. So, Nathan? Let me just get my sheet here. Nathan has generously donated $25. He gets 2 spots for that case. Anybody would like to make a donation of $10 or more, you get a spot for that case. 3x5 Acme. Through,
No,
Acme.
that's a spot for every $10, correct?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, no, I wasn't sure. So for every $10 they donate, they get a spot.
Yes,
And
they
the
get a
raffle.
spot. Ooh, and look at
Very
that, with
nice.
a really great position. I would have been really nervous playing that combo. You know, I didn't even see that, what looks like the 6 ball sitting in the corner. I'm like, oh, he kind of overcut
Yeah,
that a
remember
little
he
bit.
couldn't. It was a question of whether he could do it without the ball in hand, but
Yes.
it was a matter of whether the 2 ball went by.
It just kind of sits there. It almost looks bluish.
Yeah, it blends right in.
Gene Clark, shoot on. All right, so Gene is wishing him well. So we have doing a very nice shot. Very nice shot. Get off that. There we go. A tiny bit of follow-up, and he's golden. He's got the slightest of angles. Okay, so he did.
Oh!
He chose to play at the opposite side and kind of bobble the pocket there. So there's 3 points left
7
over.
points. Puts him at an 8 for 2.
All right, still plenty left. He's got 6 racks. So welcome, Gene. If Gene wouldn't mind sharing this to some local help me out here, please. Local groups.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Local
Groups.
local. Put it on your page.
Look at the puppies. They're just
Put it on somebody else's
so
page.
cute. Yes. You
Someone
feel free
hijack
to
somebody's
put it on
page.
phone.
Whatever you want
Yes.
to do. Just share it.
Share, share, share. Rob Molino does not have a share button above his name.
People are
So,
not sharing.
No, and
We might have to take a Nate tactic.
we might, and not answer your questions or talk to you if you don't have a share
I believe
above.
yeah, Nate shames people.
I know he does, and he feels really good about it. He likes it. He loves it. In case anyone's wondering anything, Nate is a fellow promoter of the game and a really good guy. From what I can see so far, he's really good for the game, and I like people who just want to grow the sport. What happened there?
He scratched on the brake.
This is rack 3. Okay. Hopefully we'll see what let me see. 3 turkeys. So if he gets turkey, 3 13s, just say 30, 40, 47. So 47, he gets a 10 would be 50. You know, this is actually possible.
Yeah. He needs some 13s after this.
He needs to really just focus, and
It's crunch time.
it is. They're not making it any easier there, the babies, but they are just too adorable. We know how big of an animal advocate I am. Look at that. He doesn't seem to be phased. Okay. I said that after.
3 points. Puts him at
11.
There are a lot of people
Going
that were
into
11.
So
for
just say
3.
that, wait, let me see. 13, 26, 39, 40, 47. Oh, that if he got 3 13s, he would beat Bob by 1 point. Bob's like probably swearing about me right now. Probably like that little.
He needs 3
He needs 3
perfect racks.
13s, yeah. 3 perfect racks with a positive 3. I think Derek is doing this just so he doesn't lose the action. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want anybody to see this. He's like, I'll put the money in, and they'll call me out in Action Palace, and then I can do a bob. Remember, if we do well with donations here, getting this Acme case out, then what we will be doing is raffling off things such as Marty Carey Jump Cue. I have those for sale if you want them as well, and other things. All right. I'm not betting for or against anybody, but I'm just saying 3 of these, 3 13s. That would be like the comeback of the tour that I've seen. For a comeback.
That would
I'm just saying
be the
that would be
comeback
the comeback for the
century
tour,
right there.
yeah.
This is pretty tough right here, though.
Mm-hmm.
This 3 ball, I do not know if this squeezes by. Oh, he can. Nah, very nice.
And I think that answers your question, huh?
It did not. It did not squeeze by.
Now, I love these shots. He's got to stay down on this, though. There we go. Nicely done. He, like, he didn't even bother taking it off the table. He just, like, flung it right on. All right, so.
And now he's got a curtain billowing out over the side, too.
Poor guy. If I had enough room in my kitchen, I would make that the,
What are you gonna put, one of the kiddie tables in there?
I'll put anything I need to in there, as long as it's a pool table. I'm good. Now that was very, very nicely done. It's got a little bit more of an angle, so it's got to come around.
I'm not
You
like
can't
the
just
angle,
stop
but
shot. You know what you can make with
Oh
make
yeah,
it with this.
he can. He's gonna come around 2 rails or 3 rails, depending. But the problem, the thing is he can't just, like you said, he can't just stop shot this,
No.
so it's a little more difficult.
He's gonna use a little finesse with this. All right, but that's still actually, no, it might not be. That's a bank shot. Okay, so remember, he does have 6 racks to play with, but he might opt to only put 5 racks in if he doesn't get a perfect bird to me. That might go in the other pocket. Oh
no!
I don't think it gets any closer than that.
7 points. Plus 3 is 10 points. Puts him at 21.
My birthday. That reminds me, I have a birthday coming up. 121. So we're going to be doing a birthday bash too. Let's see. Come on, guys. Please share. Share, share, share. What do we have for you? Wow. We really need some more interaction here. All right, so he cannot catch Bob. 10-21. Best he could do here is 47. That does give him a pat on the back, though, right? In 2nd place. But you know what to say, Ricky Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Especially with
well, with this right
first.
now, yeah, if you're not first, you're last.
Last. It doesn't make a difference what place you come in. Hey, he's a pretty good shot, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Five, 2, 1.
Almost seems like we're missing the 4 and the 3, huh?
I know.
Okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, he didn't hit that. He hit that like he hit that right off.
26.
It almost seemed like he popped up a little bit on that as well. Everybody's just be having a bad day, and we all have those, right?
Bad day? No, I never had a bad day.
Yeah. I have. You can't see the whole logo here. It's Gloria Gloria of Iwan. There we go. Gloria of Iwan. Now, at least let him end with the 13. All right. So he's pretty consistent with where his if you ever watch Brian Davis and his table, there's like this line. It's almost like it's drawn there from the break being so consistent. Hello, little girl. Taking ball in hand. I wonder how his name is pronounced. Gene Koss? Close? It'd probably be Koss. Bob almost. Wow. That was a tight match between those two, huh? Remember, if we get a full field, we're going to be giving away things every time. I'm going to show, should have shown earlier, but at the end we have like a break tip, a glove, a hat, and there. What do we have for a coin?
4 points. This
So
came
30.
out even 30.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you so much to Derek. And we want to thank Derek for shooting.
All right, I'm gonna pop back onto here and.
Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you. You're
And
welcome.
actually, did you want to
Happy Halloween. Yes. Be safe. Your Forrest Gump. Oh, he really does. Okay, you know what? I was wondering, but I wasn't going to say a word. Okay, I was just being polite, or trying to. Okay. Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you. All right, so really quickly, we're going to show some of the other things that we have right here.
Well, I was gonna do this also, so
Okay.
that they can see in case
So
they can't see.
if you want to donate, there you can donate, and those donations are $10 for a 3x5 Acme. All right, so there's Zelle, there's PayPal. It's also pinned at the bottom of the screen. All right, Google Pay, Cash App, Venmo. All right, and let's take a look at if we get a full field. If we get 10 players, Tuesday. That's what I'm looking for. Today's it. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I really should do Wednesday, but Tuesday, we're looking at Tuesday or Wednesday right now. I'm going to put it in stone tonight. Let's take a look at some of the other prizes that we're going to be giving away. So full field equals, do we have it up here? I thought I put them in here. I guess I did not. But things such as bulletproof brake tip. So one of the 10 people in that group will get that. We'll get that raffled off. Or not raffled off, excuse me. Well, I guess so. I'm just gonna choose a number between 1 and 10 with Google, basically. So let me see if I could pull this up really quickly. So you can get burn cloths. So I mean, these are just free items for having a here we go. All right, so let me just put the camera on really quickly. All right, so now that you can see me, I don't know if you can see this. So we'll be giving away, so if we get 10 players, we get burn cloth. Okay. a glove. So the prizes will go up as the fields come in. And these are completely free. Okay? So we get 10 players. There we go. You get patches. Look at that black, that Aramis black patch. Come on. That's gorgeous. If we had all full fields, that was going out. But let's see what happens, because today was Hallows Eve. So, and here's a picture of it. So these are just some of the things. So we have 7 more to go. Potentially 8 now, because we only got 1 player going through. But get a full field next time, and we're going to be giving 1 out of those 10 people something free. So you're going to be getting a lot of free stuff. A lot of free stuff. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please take it and share it. And again, some wise words from Kelly. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Please be safe. Thank you.